Hello, everybody on the YouTube. Today, we're doing a little discussion podcast type thing. I'm here with my two friends. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
That's debatable.
What? What do you mean it's debatable?
The friendship is debatable.
I mean...
That's not true. I love you.
Thanks. So,
welcome to the Star Inari channel. I'm your host, Chris Murphy.
Your full name.
My address is... Give me a second.
No, Chris, I'll have to edit it out. Do you want to introduce yourself, Al?
I'll introduce myself by saying I just gave $85 to my sister.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well...
That's my introduction. Also, my name is Al.
Okay. Did Chris come back from wherever he went?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So we're gonna be talking about the newly announced Pokemon games. Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
That's a really good chicken cutlet.
It sounds like a delicious chicken cutlet, Chris. So I think to start, I'm just gonna give a little history. We'll all give a little history of our of each of us with the series. I've been playing.
I thought you were gonna be like a history behind Pokemon. I was like, hold on, let me pull up what. The first Pokemon game was released in 1973.
No.
That's way too
I don't even know. I know that's not right.
96. If you needed a year.
Oh.
But
You know.
so I've been playing Pokemon since Pokemon Gold, and I've played every game since, including all the spin-offs, Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Conquest, all of the really dumb ones. I've played everything.
You mean all of the dumb ones?
All of the dumb ones, even like, even Let's Go.
Well, don't even get me fucking started on Let's Go. I was having a good day.
Chris, would you like to give a little rundown like I did about your history with the series?
Absolutely.
Okay. The first Pokemon game I ever played was, I'm pretty sure it was Coliseum on the N64. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Or Stadium on the N64.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I said, but... Because clearly I'm a fake fan.
No.
My favorite Pokemon is Blue Eyes White Dragon. My favorite type is, I was going to try to use like something from a different game, but I can't think of anything.
Did Bakugan... Did
I've been playing since then.
Did Bakugan have types?
I have no idea. Bakugan was terrible.
I never...
I was going to go for Beyblade, because Beyblade is funnier to me.
My favorite type is Dragoon type.
My favorite type is the Snow type.
Snow type?
I like, yeah. But yeah, I've been playing... But yeah, that's the first Pokemon game I played, but I think the first main series game I played was probably Sapphire.
That's a good first game.
Yeah. And then after that game, I played, I think the next one that came out right after that was Diamond and Pearl. So that was my second game, and then I went back and played, oh my god, I played all the old ones.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And here you are today.
And here I am today, a jaded 20-year-old who is still complaining about a game marketed solely towards 7-year-olds.
You mean 10? Come on, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, 10-year-olds.
Al, what is your history with Pokemon, if you'd like to confabulate?
Yeah, so...
What if he was just like, no? No, I'm good. And he just leaves the chat.
he leaves the call.
Alright, guys, I guess that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry. Go on.
Let's see. From like when I was born to when I was about like 4 to 6 years old, I can't remember what age exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch my brother or my older cousins play Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere between the original Gold and Silver all the way to Ruby and Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched them play them all, right? And the first one I actually played was Leaf Green, of course. I talk to you guys about that one all the time.
Woo-woo.
Or at least I think I do.
Leaf Green.
Fairly often.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Which is, I think that was a perfect place for me to start because it was a great time for a redo for the first region ever to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it fixed a lot of the problems.
Yeah, it's faster, especially.
But it did give me an identity crisis when it came to identifying who was from Johto and who was from Kanto.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It legit took me till when I was like legit I think like late middle school it took me up to realize there were some Pokemon from Johto that I thought was from Kanto that were actually from Johto. But it like I was like, what? These guys aren't from this game? Like I'll play like I think even playing Pokemon Let's Go, I like learned some things I didn't know about original Kanto.
Oh wow!
Because being like that whole deal with Arcanine and Extreme Speed.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing like messed me up. Like Arcanine can't learn Extreme Speed in Let's Go because Extreme Speed wasn't created in original Kanto.
Like a lot of things that are wrong with Let's Go. Hey, it's ass.
Okay. Well,
I'm about to make a YouTube channel, and my only video is going to be everything I hate about Let's Go.
Oh.
It's going to be a 3-hour-long video.
No, don't worry, Chris. We can make a video where we just talk about Let's Go. I would love to do that with you.
Oh my god. It's not going to be you talking. It's going to be me screaming.
Venting.
This special guest star takes over the entire video.
Yeah, I'll just edit it. Don't worry.
It'll devolve into me getting progressively more and more frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I get angry.
And I'll be like, Chris, what do you think about this thing? And you go, oh!
Hold on a second, I'm not done yet. Be like, oh.
Just continuously angry.
Basically.
Okay, well, I would like to let the audience know that we are 8 minutes into recording and we haven't talked about the new games yet.
That's all well and good, but before we get into that, let's get a word from our sponsor.
What? Chris, my channel doesn't even have 200 subscribers.
Today's sponsor is... give me a second. I was not prepared.
Actually almost have a sponsor or did have a sponsor?
I did have a sponsor at one point. I had like a mobile game company sponsor a video.
Oh, that's cool.
But it didn't.
Speaking of mobile game sponsors, this video is sponsored by Pokemon Go, the worst app ever created.
Oh god.
Here, waste your time catching Pokemon that mean nothing.
The app held the world record for most entertaining game for the shortest time.
Oh yeah, I was so entertained for like the couple of weeks that I played it.
Flappy Bird. Come on.
Flappy Bird.
Don't try and discredit my boys. Take something away from them.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
So let's talk about the new starters.
So let's talk about the reveal, and that we found out that the new games are called Sword and Shield, and they take place in the Galar region. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Galore. I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Something like that. But what do you guys think about it? And allegedly, it's based on the UK. How do you all feel about?
I think it's pretty clear that it's based in the UK. I mean, everything just screams British.
Especially all the characters.
Especially the fact that the backpack is literally just a chest.
It's like a treasure chest with.
It's a fucking. It's not even like a suitcase. It's a fucking chest. this 10-year-old just puts on his back. He's like, yeah, that seems steady. All right, love, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Chip, cheerio.
And then we got a Al, did you have any opinions on the region itself?
No.
No, I from the looks of like the big, long image we got of like the entire region, it looks like large and also small at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm getting a Sun and Moon vibe where it's like it looks really big, but it looks big, but there's not really all that many places to go.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, I'm still playing through Sun and Moon for my first time as of right now. And I got to, I think, the third or fourth island, and I was like, wow, this island's huge, and I breezed through it in, like, a matter of hours.
Yeah.
And you see all the cities you can go to in, like, a matter of an hour, and you're like, oh, this is not that big at all. This is, like, a regular-sized Pokemon game. It just looks bigger. So I don't know. But, like, there doesn't seem to be a lot of space in between the cities, and the cities don't really stand out, like, on the map at least, but, the game isn't out yet.
In Sun and Moon, or...?
No, I mean in the picture we got of the new region. But I mean,
like the picture from the region is always like, because they always make it look different,
right? And it's always super, like barely detailed because they don't want to make it seem, they don't want to tell us everything that's in every town right away. So I'll keep that. I'll hold that back for now. I don't know how to feel yet.
I mean, just from looking at it, I think it looks really cool.
No, it looks like there's a lot to do, or at least a lot of places to go. It seems like.
I like the scenery. I like the just the environment looks really nice.
Yeah,
there's going to be some sort of stupid soccer mini game. I'm sorry, football for all of our British viewers.
Football. 2% of my viewers are Australian, so I think that counts as the UK.
Hi, football. However they pronounce it there.
Yeah. But besides that, I think we're looking at what looks to be a better region than Alola for me. I just thought that the entire region being like tropical themed was kind of over, like a little bit too much.
Yeah, it was too much of the same.
Right, it all felt similar. Like I could go through those towns and I'm like, I don't know which one this is. Before. Right, I feel like I've been here. Whereas the first region that pops in my head is Sinnoh, where like the difference between like Eterna City and like Canalave City is so different in my head, So I'm just hoping to see differences, and from what the map looks like, the cities all look super different.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I think when in terms of a Pokemon game that has a bunch of different biomes, I think X and Y, which is a game that doesn't really get talked about all that often, definitely had it the best.
Oh yeah, totally.
There were so many different, like there was the desert, there was the swamp, or the marsh, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Tundra. There was a bunch of
There was that beach in the like bottom corner for the second gym. Yeah. That game had a huge like portion of time in between the first and second gym. Like I honestly thought I missed it the first time I played X and Y.
So I was really disappointed with X and Y. Again, just straying farther and farther away from the new games.
Right.
Just when I played X and Y, I was really disappointed in terms of like, because Black and White is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Black and White is probably the best of like the mainline games, at least to me. I think that series is great, story wise.
Yeah.
Even in game, like it's great.
I felt like it was. I mean, it makes sense like why they decided to make it like more of a showcase of a new generation.
Right.
But like, I don't know, X and Y just felt kind of like I beat X and Y in like a day or two.
Yeah, all my friends beat it within like 2 weeks. I like to grind my Pokemon to level 100 before I fight the Elite Four. So it took me about 5 months to beat the game. But everybody else was like, "Come on, finish it."
There was a point in X and Y when I think I was at the third gym, maybe, and all of my Pokemon were like 40 and up.
I mean,
and I was just like, I don't even know how this happened.
There is that giant like portion of time between the first two gyms in that game.
Yeah, but I remember I was just like, I have my starter is fully evolved right now. He's been fully evolved since like the second gym. What's happening right now?
Yeah, no, that game definitely, it felt like the pacing was odd, because, there was that huge portion of time in between the first and second gym, and then the rest of the game goes by in, a couple hours.
Well, so everything about it was just disappointing for me.
Yeah.
Because the story in Black and White was really good.
Yeah.
The evil team in Black and White is, in my opinion, easily the best evil team.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're the only ones who I feel are genuinely capable of doing anything.
No, yeah, because their goal.
Then you get Team Flare, who is like, I couldn't even tell you what the fuck they were doing.
They wanted to end the world at the end of which was kind of cool, but otherwise,
but it's also like, were people actually like, oh wow, I had no idea. Like when Lysandra was like, when they said like, oh yeah, he's the leader of Team Flare, and I'm like, yeah, he's clearly the leader of Team Flare. He looks just like them.
All of their hair is the same color as his.
Yeah, he's wearing their fucking everything about him is Team Flare, and then people are just like, was that supposed to be a surprise? And I'm like, I hope it wasn't supposed to be a surprise.
You know, it was the other day I saw a video in my recommended. It was people reacting to Lysander and X and Y video, a compilation. I was like, "What do you mean reacting?"
What there's something to react to? They said I don't even think they say it. It just sort of comes out where he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna blow up the world." And then Team Flare comes in, and then everybody's like, "Oh, okay." Don't do that. And
the rest of the evil team, they I remember in the marketing they showed off the alleged main guy, whatever his name is, Zero Sick, and the other admins or whatever, and they showed them off so much before the game came out, and you literally I think fight all of them once. And it was just like, oh, all right, I guess.
But anyway, back to Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, back to Sword and Shield. So I guess we'll jump to starters. So we're going to talk about the starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. And which one are you thinking of picking as of right now? Because we don't know their evolutions and things could change, obviously. But
okay, I guess let Al speak.
Yeah.
He hasn't said a goddamn word.
Alright, so usually I pick the water starter, right? Because my mindset
Water
is
Gang. This picture is sponsored by Water Gang.
Yeah, Water Gang.
Water Gang.
Water type can learn ice type moves, so and ice can be grass too.
Yeah. And a water type is basically essential in any game.
Yeah, you kind of always need them.
So that's why I always pick water types. The only other time besides this region, which I'll get to right now, I haven't picked a water type was in Ruby and Sapphire, where I picked Torchic.
Ooh.
It's just something about fire kickers just get to me.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then the next 3 games had all right, please stop.
They didn't have fire kickers; they had fire fighters.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Infernape looked like a kicker.
Infernape,
Infernape's pretty cool.
Debatable. He looked like a fire martial artist, not a pure kicker. I like fire kickers. I like guys who they specialize in kicking with fire. Like Blaziken he trademarked the Blaze Kick. I thought that was so cool. You know, he was the only character who could he's one of the only characters who could learn that besides Hitmonlee.
Right.
And Meta, what was it? Metachan?
I think maybe Metachan or Hitmontop probably.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't know. But
and Scorbunny looks like he's a fire kicker. He's fire, and he looks like he plays soccer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. He appeals to me right now. But here's the thing: I love swords.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then if Grookey's evolution, if that twig on his head turns into a sword, I might pick him.
Huh.
I don't think a sword. I think more like a club is.
Yeah,
more
I was thinking more like bow staff or club type of thing for Grookey.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I see where you're coming from though. So your score buddy, unless Grookey ends up being pretty cool looking.
As a rule of thumb, I'm usually a water guy. Yeah. I mean, most of my picks have been water, except for like the last 2 generations.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't pick Froakie?
No, I hate Froakie, honestly.
Yeah. I didn't love Froakie, but I really like Greninja and Frogadier, so that was hard.
Greninja is the part that ruins Froakie for me, honestly.
Oh, Frogadier's like my favorite one.
I hate the tongue scarf, which is a very unpopular opinion.
No, the tongue scarf is stupid. No, the tongue scarf, because the other 2 evolutions have like those bubble-looking scarves, and I don't understand why Greninja's isn't like a bubbly scarf. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Anyway. But like, for the last 2 generations, those being Kalos and Alola. Hold on, I'm mixing up my ramen right now. So, sorry, I'm an asshole.
It's okay, I just have a lot to edit, that's fine.
It's fine, I just, everybody's got to stop for me. You know how it is. Oh, no. There we go. But I think, as of right now, this is the first generation I've seen in a little bit that I'm genuinely excited for all of the starters.
No, yeah, that's how I feel.
I guess as of right now, I mean, the only generation I've ever picked the fire type as my first type, and he's my favorite one, is Litten, because I love Incineroar.
Right.
Which is weird to think about, how I used to hate Incineroar, and now he's one of my favorite Pokemon. But, like, I never pick Charmander first. He's always the last one I pick.
Yeah.
Usually the fire type is, like, the last one I pick, because it's always my least favorite one.
Right.
Except for Generation 2. But, that's an argument that me and Chris can have on a different day.
Oh, yes. I would love to argue with you about how good Chikorita is. Be nice.
About how Chikorita is the worst fucking starter in the entire saga of starters.
Chris, I will actually cry.
Okay. It's not an argument that you can win. You're just wrong.
No.
Anyway. I guess as of right as is per tradition, I'm leaning towards the water type. I'm a fan of Sobble.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's adorable.
He's so stupid looking.
I think they're all adorable. It's very hard.
Yeah. But I will say, well, I can't say, it's always been the water type that I picked, because the first generation and and Kalos, I just didn't like the water types. Yeah. Well, I like Squirtle. It's just he's not my favorite.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a Sobble gang.
Okay. Well,
or Sobble. I think it's Sobble because it looks like he's on the verge of tears. Which it just makes him my spirit animal, because I'm on the verge of tears 24/7, y'all. Crying gang 2019.
Crying gang. Well, I guess this rounds out pretty well, because I'm fairly sure that I'm Team Grookey. Or Grookey Gang, as they say on Twitter, and they chant it loudly, and it's kind of scary.
Grookey Gang, Grookey Gang, Grookey Gang, Grookey Gang.
But I mean, then all of us pick one of the starters, which I think is kind of cool.
Says spend Vine Whip on new chain. Yeah.
But I mean,
it's Gucci Gang lyrics, but with Pokemon references.
But that does depend on how the evolutions look, because my opinion could change very quickly.
And speaking of evolutions, let's talk about evolutionary types.
Ooh, that's a good one. Thank you, Chris, for segueing for me.
I am the best wingman.
Thank you for segueing into what we want the starters to be typed.
Woo.
So, I guess I'll go first since I went last. So that seems easy enough. So, at the present moment, and this is pretty much just a complete guess, I'm hoping that Scorbunny is fire electric. I know that's a weird type, but I'm hoping for it.
Now, see, me and Murphy had
a long fight about that, I know.
We fucking fought over this.
Oh, I remember. It was scary. I was very scared.
Go on, because I'll give my reasoning as to why I fought so hardly for it.
I think it makes sense now, because if you look at him logically, if you see him in the not actual gameplay footage trailer, the way he like runs and like just the way he is, like he looks like the type of Pokemon that like will like create like static out of like the friction of its legs when it runs really fast.
Yeah.
So I could see how it like can evolve into a fire electric type.
When I was watching the reveal trailer, I originally thought the little spurts of fire that were shooting out when he was running up the thing, I thought they were electricity. So the whole time I was like, what? He's fire electric? And I kept saying it. And then, like, rewatching the video while I was editing it, I was like, that's fire, Chris. You look like an idiot. but like, I honestly think that maybe fire and it's like, I don't think that's a type we have. Like, I'm fairly sure it's not a type that exists, like a fire electric. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's not.
So, I mean, like, why not? I think Grookey could be a lot of things.
Grass fighting.
We've had grass fighting though, so I'm.
Yeah, but only once.
My guess at the moment is like grass rock maybe, because he was banging the stick on the rock. But that's kind of like, that's like such an iffy thing to guess. But that I don't want to say grass fighting because I didn't pick Chespin specifically because grass fighting is so weak to flying.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be grass fighting.
I hope not, but who knows? And then now this one, I don't know. I mean, Sabo could be a lot of things, but my brain is either saying water dragon because he's like a chameleon, and maybe he could turn into like almost like a water dragon type of thing, or he could turn into, I don't know, maybe like a water psychic or a water ghost type. I don't know. Those are my guesses. But or he could just be pure water. I don't know.
I don't think pure water.
Yeah.
Because I literally can't remember the last time we had a pure typing.
Gen 5.
Gen 5, both Superior and whatever, not Duat, jeez. Samurott, thank you. We're both pure.
Yeah, now I'm remembering that.
Yeah.
Which, again, as much as I love Generation 5, my least favorite part is definitely the starters.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Which is a shame.
They're okay, like, but I don't like... I don't love any of the final evolutions, I don't think. Like
I don't love any of them either.
Like
just because I love Oshawott and Duat.
Yeah, but...
I hate Samurott. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because he goes from standing on 2 legs to 4 legs, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like he was going for a progression into like a samurai, like standing there with his sword, and then he's like on all 4s, and it's like, what? Why? Why'd you do that?
I don't know. But I'll get back to let's stop getting off track.
Yeah.
Stop. All right. I mean, basically, my typing is the exact same as yours.
Okay.
Grass fighting. Yeah. I feel like that. I mean, throughout history, if you're a Pokemon with a thing that's not actually attached to your body, it's going to be a weapon at some point. So, you know,
yeah,
I think grass fighting definitely makes sense. My only concern with his evolutions, which this isn't even from a typing standpoint, if they do go ahead with grass fighting, I have a feeling that because it would be like the basic idea to do would be to turn him into like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't have a problem with if he wasn't a monkey to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want him to lose the tail.
Right.
I just want him to have the tail. But then again, like I saw a couple of concept arts where like someone made a gorilla that looks like a pitcher or like a hitter for a baseball team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. And I was like, all right, if it looks like that, I guess maybe it's not going to. But yeah, my only concern for Grookey at this point is the way he looks, because I'm pretty sure like it's to the point where I would genuinely be shocked if he's anything other than grass fighting.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. You know.
Yeah, because like I don't. Again, like with the flying thing, that's a problem, I guess. But it's like, name one Pokemon that's a grass type that can't learn Stone Edge besides Meganium, because Meganium is garbage.
Hey! Calm yourself.
I'm sorry.
Wrong video.
wrong video. We'll watch somebody's like, oh, Meganium can learn Stone Edge. You know, I'm like, this fucking doesn't matter. It's still garbage. Anyway, I feel like that won't be a problem. If it is, don't use it against a flying type, you fucking dingus. But I don't know. The only problem with grass fighting is that it doesn't really do you any favors.
Right. It just gives you a ×4 weakness.
Yeah.
And I mean it gives you stab fighting, but you know.
Yeah, which I mean realistically, the only good thing about about fighting types is that not a lot of Pokemon resist it.
Right.
And it's a good way to tear down a wall pretty fast.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I mean, it gives you an upper hand on rock types, but you already have a type advantage on rock types, so it's like, oh, okay. And
it's usually a type advantage because most rock types are also ground types.
Right, exactly.
So using a fighting type move would be the worst option, realistically.
Yeah. Right, not the bad option, but the worst one.
Yeah. If you have an option between Wood Hammer and Cross Chop,
right,
go Wood Hammer.
Exactly.
But
I mean, yeah. I guess.
Even, like, yeah, that's just, my thing is, I would genuinely be shocked if it's not a firefighting, not firefighting, grass fighting.
Yeah.
Score Bunny again. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that would probably be an electric type.
Yeah. Because
I don't think that they're going to go back to firefighting.
I think people would get really mad.
Not even that it's... Well, obviously people would be mad. Yeah. But, like... I think Nintendo themselves are kind of like, alright, let's... Because, again, firefight... Adding fighting type to anything doesn't do you any favors.
Right.
The only type... Like, again, the only thing it would really help with is maybe a rock type.
Yeah.
If you're a fire type.
Yeah.
But it's like... Just, what are you doing? Why are you using it? It's a rock type. But, yeah, I think fire electric would definitely be good.
Yeah.
Electric only has one weakness.
Right.
And it's ground, so granted you have a 4-time weakness to ground, but fucking switch out. And, you know, it gives you coverage for water types, which is super important because most fire types are fragile as shit.
Right.
So, you know, especially when it comes to, like, special attacks.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem with Score Bunny being an electric type is... I feel like he'll definitely have the same problem that Electivire has, in that Electivire is really good when it comes to physical attacking moves, but there's, like, 2 good moves that are physical attacking moves.
Right.
And as of right now, Score Bunny definitely looks like a physical attacker.
No, yeah. That's the only issue.
Yeah, granted that could change. I don't fucking know what it looks like other than this.
It could have 2 cannons for ears, who knows?
Yeah. But I think Fire Electric is definitely I wouldn't say it's I'm not gonna, kiss my own ass here, but I think that's a pretty solid.
A solid bet.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's a type we haven't seen before. It'll take care of your water weakness, and I feel like it'll just be an interesting typing to play around with.
Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah. And then, of course, Sobble. Just, I have no idea. my guess. My guess is. I don't think it's going to be not a fire type. Obviously, it's not going to be a fire type.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a dragon type.
Yeah.
I think dragon is something that they want to keep far away from.
Like the starters?
From a starter type. Because, I know they gave it, let's weak the fairy now, but realistically, dragon is still one of the strongest types in the game.
Right. Well, fairy is too.
Yeah, but it's but again, also the fairy is weak to steel and poison. Those are two pretty common types.
Yeah.
How common is another dragon type or an ice type?
Or ice, which usually is never until the late game.
Yeah, both of those types are never till late game.
Yeah.
And then even then, a slightly bulky Pokemon can survive at least one hit from a fairy type.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
My guess for Sobble, based solely off the name right now, probably Ghost.
Yeah.
Because it can turn invisible.
Right.
Or camouflage or whatever the fuck. I think Ghost or Psychic.
Yeah, those are my two guesses.
I think Ghost or Psychic are the two most viable.
Yeah.
Just from what we've seen.
Right, which, who knows what it could be with the, an evolution, who knows.
Watch, we're all wrong.
It's like...
Grookey is grass flying. Make him a spider monkey.
He just grows wings.
Make him a flying monkey. The stick turns into a parasail, and that's what the stick is for. They make Scorbunny a firefighting, because fuck us. And the water type, he just freezes, and he's not a water type anymore, he's just an ice type now.
He grows, gross-looking spider legs out of his head.
Yes.
Oh, God. Goodness. Al, would you like to weigh in on your what the starter types could be?
Oh God.
I mean, unless you think we've covered everything, but that's up to you. I want you to.
Yeah, no, I think Murphy said just about everything on my mind.
Okay. No, we good.
Did he say water psychic for Sobble?
Yeah, he said psychic or ghost.
And he talked about fairy. I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can't.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. What if they, No, I'm worried, because the thing I talk about might branch off into the next topic.
Okay. Are there any mechanics that you don't want to see return? Or maybe...
anything Pokemon Go or Let's Go related.
I think it's confirmed that Let's Go is its own thing. We're not getting those Bitey Bite or whatever the heck moves that are in Let's Go. Those moves are separate. Those won't be in this game. That's confirmed, I'm pretty sure.
Good.
But is there anything like Z moves or anything else that you don't want to see back?
No Z moves.
I don't want to see Z moves, personally.
I think Z moves they're gonna come back eventually in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But
probably post game.
I could see them give you the crystals post game and be like, oh, you can use Z moves now, just for competitive,
The only thing I really want to see come back, and it doesn't even correlate with. I don't even want it to come back because of this game. I just want it to come back for another game.
Yeah.
I just want megas for certain Pokemon.
No, yeah, definitely.
That's
because
what happened?
We're getting more megas, isn't that confirmed?
There might be rumors, but there's nothing confirmed yet. I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, they're definitely going to be in the game, but it's like... please.
I would like more. I would totally like more.
Yeah. But if they don't make any more new ones, I'd be fine with them not making any more new ones as long as they save it and they reuse it later on in, like, the Diamond and Pearl remake.
Right. No, listen, I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. I want that immediately.
Well, that's what I thought the direct was going to be about. I was very adamant that I would put like a 20% chance that we're going to get a new Pokemon game. And then, lo and behold, we're fucking talking about a new Pokemon. But I was like, it's 7 minutes. What could they possibly show us from a new Pokemon game? And then they were like, oh, all this shit. Suck it.
Listen, Nintendo's got really good at showing a lot of stuff in a very short period of time. They used to be, like, so slow about, like, oh, please take a look at this thing, and then they explain what it is for, like, 3 minutes, and then they show you a trailer that's 3 seconds long, and they're like, oh, we hope you understand it's delayed for 6 months. It's like, oh, thanks. But now it's like... oh, we have a 5-minute direct, here's 16 things, enjoy. It's like, wait, what? But, hey, I can't argue. I'm happy we got a new Pokemon game. I can't wait.
Yes.
Are there any Pokemon... now, I don't know if they'll ever do this again, but I hope they do personally. Are there Pokemon that you want to see get a new evolution? Like how Gen 4 gave, like, a huge amount of Pokemon, like, a new evolution stuff. Like, I really... personally, that's what I want to see.
I love that. That's always so hype.
Oh my goodness. Like Ambipom and Tangrowth or Electivire, like they're all great Pokemon, and I just wish they did that more.
Accidentally left the chat, my
bad. Did you hear what I said?
No, I heard Ambipom and...
oh, I was just saying, like, you know, that I want Pokemon that we have already to get new evolutions.
Oh, yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah, and I just think that, like... I think even if half the Pokédex was just new evolutions for Pokemon, I'd be happy. Like, it wouldn't bother me.
That I wouldn't be happy with.
I mean, half is a lot, but still. I'd like to see some, because I think Gen 4 had, like, at least 15 or so new evolutions, it seems like, in my head. It could be less, but still.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely... I'd like to see some more. Yeah. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, neither can I, but...
if you give me a second, I'll probably be able to think of a couple.
There's gotta be some. I don't know. But it's just... it seems like a lot of Pokemon could get an evolution that don't have one and could totally do well with one. Oh, yes!
Why doesn't that have a fucking evolution?
Or, what the heck is it? That thing, Maractus? I think Maractus could do good with the... I'm trying to think of Gen 5 Pokemon for some reason. I don't know why. But
because Gen 5 didn't get anything.
Right. I mean, Gen 5 was 150 new Pokemon, but a lot of them are, like, one form, there's no evolution, and, like, they could totally do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they give them pre-evolutions, then the ones we have now could just have higher stats because they're second forms.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that doesn't always work. I mean, look at fucking Pikachu with Pichu. Pikachu's garbage.
I guess that's true. But I that's personally something I put on this list of things I wanted to talk about just because I just think it's something we don't have and we should have.
I almost said Gliscor, but I think Gliscor was perfect.
No, yeah, Gliscor is awesome. I mean, Gliscor could get a Mega Evolution, I wouldn't mind that, but...
yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
One of the new things that I really want in this new game is fossils.
Oh, yes. Because Gen 7 didn't have fossil Pokemon, did it?
No, they did not.
No. And I love Gen 6 fossil Pokemon. I loved them both. It was so hard picking which one I wanted.
Okay.
Personally.
Gen 6, in my opinion, is one of the weaker games in terms of like Pokemon.
No, yeah, I could agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because a lot of them aren't great.
But I will say, it easily has my favorite fossils.
Yeah, because Amora and Tyrantrum are awesome.
Yes. You're welcome. Tyrantrum is easily the best fossil.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm genuinely surprised it took them that long
to make like a T-Rex.
To make a T-Rex Pokemon.
That's how I feel with dolphin Pokemon. Why don't we have a dolphin?
What about Lantern? Isn't Lantern like a dolphin?
Lantern's like a lantern fish, like the ones that swim at the bottom of the ocean that have the light in front of their heads. Like the one from Nemo. Obviously not as ugly, but you know.
Yeah, I know that part. Yeah. I knew that. My bad, I was peeing.
No, it's okay.
I didn't want that to come in on the mic.
I don't think this is Chris's ideal image of a video.
Don't worry, I'll edit it until I'm just gonna upload it like this.
Alright.
This is original content at this point. This is how you're gonna get millions of views. Just don't edit this.
Millions of views, non-edited garbage.
Basically.
An hour-long discussion of me and my friends being dumb.
Well, I mean, it started off really bad. It turned into a pretty civil conversation. And I'm just waiting for it to devolve again.
Okay, let's see. Are there any type mixes that we haven't seen or that you don't think we've seen that you want to see?
There's a lot of type mixes we haven't seen.
Yeah. Off the top of your head. I always think Grass Dragon, heck yeah. I want to see Grass Electric, I want to see Grass Dragon. I want a fire water type that isn't like an exclusive event Pokemon. Like I want a legit fire water type.
What else?
Those are the ones I can think of. Give me like an electric ground type to be weird. Like an electric digger machine Pokemon.
Let's get a fairy ghost.
Ooh. It could be like an undead pixie. Ooh, that'd be cool.
We already have a fairy ghost.
We do?
Mimikyu.
Oh. Is that what type it is? Well,
my bad, I'm a fucking loser.
No, it's listen, I still haven't finished Sun and Moon, so it's okay. Oh my god, what's happening?
It's a deer getting fisted.
What?
Oh, no, that's my straw. I'm sorry, I devolved it already.
Give us like a... What else should we have? Ooh, give me like a fire bug type. Does that exist?
Volcanion.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Volcarona, I mean.
Right. No, yeah, that exists. Is there any types that we have right now that if we put them together, it would be like Sableye used to be, where it has no weaknesses?
No, I looked through it.
That could be cool.
What's Sableye? Dark Ghost?
Well, because now he's weak to Fairy. Yeah. Because he used to have no weaknesses, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, same with Spiritomb.
Dang it. Dang Spiritomb. I'm trying to think. Well, that's what I could think of. Maybe like a ghost water type? That'd be cool.
Let's think up of a new
Frillish.
Oh, yeah, Frillish is ghost. But that thing looks like the Pringles guy.
Is that a bad thing?
No, I named mine Mr. Pringle.
Electric ground type thing called again? Frisco, let's go.
Is there an electric ground type? Oh yeah, the Frillisk, right? The flat thing? Stunfisk, that's what it's called. Stunfisk. I forgot that thing existed.
My fucking mic was muted. I was saying Stonefisk really loud and I was like, are they just ignoring me now? Why does this always happen? Why do they hate me?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I think unless there's any types you guys can think of, I think I've spoke enough about types that I that I'd like to see.
There's none I can think of. But...
Yeah. And I mean, this is a a pretty hard thing to speculate about, but I have a section here for speculating about the legendaries, even though, you know, it's pretty impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's wolf heads on the logos, which is kind of weird.
But that doesn't always have anything to do with it.
I mean, yeah, but it stands out because that's kind of odd.
What we could do,
yeah,
is look at like myths from London.
So the only things that I've found,
I mean, they have a lot of dragons.
They do. Like, they have a lot of.
It's gonna be like, yeah.
They have a lot of dragon, and they have like the whole King Arthur mythology, which is pretty cool. Personally, I love that stuff. But
I accidentally closed the app again.
Murphy, what are you doing?
Because I keep trying to switch between apps.
I was trying to say that they have like the whole King Arthur mythology too, which would be kind of cool to get like Pokemon themed around that. Mm-hmm. Especially legendaries, that'd be awesome. We get like a Merlin themed Pokemon and like who knows what else, I don't know, but it'd be cool. I'm trying to think. I mean, there was a rumor, and I don't know how accurate it is, but about that the starters were a metal snake and a wooden horse.
The starters?
Yeah, no, not the starters. The legendaries. Sorry, did I say starters?
Yeah, you said starters.
Oh, well, there's me being stupid. But and I looked into the metal snake thing, and that's a thing in like New England, like not New England, geez, in like English mythology is like a snake eating itself, and it's made of metal.
Oh, you mean Ouroboros?
Yes, there you go.
I don't think that's Japanese. Yeah, that's not English.
Oh, well then that's not the one I'm thinking of. But it's like this. It's like a bunch of metal snakes intertwined, and they're eating each other. It's like it's something that it's like a crest that they use.
That has its own name. I know what you're talking about.
No, yeah. And then the wooden horse. The only thing that makes me think of is the Trojan horse, which isn't British, but I totally get the reference at least. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is, of course, because the wolf heads lead me to believe that's not true, but the wolf heads could mean nothing.
And then, again, the only things I can really think of are Cerberus, it could be, but Cerberus is Greek.
Right.
I believe.
No, yeah, Cerberus is from Greek mythology.
Yes. Yeah. And the only other dog-related mythological creatures I can think of are all Greek.
I mean, I know there's, these big wolves in Norse mythology.
Yeah. Well, there's Fenrir, he's like a giant wolf who eats. Well, he's I think he's Loki's son.
Yeah, he's like the beginning catalyst of Ragnarok, which is like the end of the world in Norse mythology. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I don't know if they would use Norse mythology in a game based on England.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
to do
that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But who knows? I don't know. But that was my only thought process. I mean, the legendaries really could be anything, you know. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi.
We're recording a thing.
Oh, there's a recording happening.
Not visually, but it's a total shit show, but that's okay.
Is that Chris and Aladdin?
Chris and Aladdin, yes.
Hi, Chris and Aladdin.
Hi, Jake, how are you?
Hello. And America, I guess.
No, not live recording. Recording, then I have to edit it because.
Oh, and America doesn't watch you anyway.
Yeah, no. I have a lot of Australian fans. I have a lot of Australian and Canadian fans. Most of my viewers are Canadian. I don't know why.
Wow, just shit on your major audience, Chris. That's fine.
No, I just don't get it.
Most of my audience are those dirty friggin' Canadians.
Actually, I think he's just going, why am I impressive to a Canadian?
Yeah, why am I impressive at all is the maple syrup. That's the only thing they have.
That's the only thing that's Canada.
Maple syrup and
Maple
moose.
syrup and horses.
Not horses, mooses.
Mooses?
I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it
moose
meese?
as well. Horses as well.
No,
Do they have horses?
Yeah, that's the Canadian.
I mean, they have horses there.
But don't wait.
The
like
Mounties?
Yeah, the Mounties.
Oh,
That's what
well, yeah. I guess.
So that's.
They ride caribou, eh?
Hello.
They ride giraffes.
What happened? You're not supposed to be in here.
Giraffes.
Yo!
They import confirm the new legendary is a giraffe.
God, what are you doing?
I have this little girl that I babysit for, and her sister made, what was the movie, the thing that they do on the iPad? What's it called? Like the stop something?
I have no idea.
Yes, remember when I told you when they take the picture and then they video it and then they take the picture? You know what I'm talking about? Ew, I hate it.
My brain's not working. What do you mean you hate me? I just can't remember something. Jeez.
So.
Ew, I hate you.
So.
God, you suck.
I mean, that's how Chris sucks to
He
me.
always finishes my sentences, so the fact that he's not remembering is making me sad.
I'm like dazed and confused. We've been in a call for an hour.
So anyway, the sister makes like these little videos, and she had these like toy horses, and the little sister was jealous, so she took
A giraffe.
Play-Doh and she made a mane and stuff on her giraffe. And she made it into a horse. She made her giraffe a horse. It was really cute.
Giraffes are technically horses. They're just really long.
I don't think that's a true statement.
No, it's 100% true.
I'm almost positive that's not true.
I'm a doctor. I know this.
It's a horse.
That's not even the science that would study such a thing.
It's a horse on stilts.
I'm a dentist. It's fine. I know what I'm talking about.
I went to an art class once. Don't worry.
I studied 3 years in film. I know what a horse and a giraffe are.
I majored in gender studies. I know what giraffes are.
I majored in philosophy. I know.
I know what a conceptual giraffe is.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
It's terrible.
Well, we were talking about Pokemon, right?
Yes, we were. There's a giraffe Pokemon.
Well, did you talk about the new ones?
Yes, we've spent an hour talking
the
about
one that's
it.
a chicken monkey?
It's not a chicken.
It is a chicken. It looks like a chicken.
It's not a chicken. I wrote that in the chat.
You did.
I showed Kim Grooky and she said it looked like a chicken and she called it a chunky.
It's true. That's what it looks like.
I disagree.
I'm getting so much. Like, that is so much respect.
You know what? I think I'm gonna end the video.
No, wait a minute. We have so much to talk about.
Wait, this is turned into an audible sitcom. This is gonna be so this is gonna make so many views.
Oh God. Fine, we'll keep going.
Honestly, I said to him that we should just make a video of him showing me pictures of Pokemon and asking me what they are, because I apparently don't know anything.
No.
But my ideas are really good, I think. Like the chunky is a really good idea.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I ever pick Grookey, I'm naming it Chunky. Well, I would probably name Chunky because it could be Chunky Monkey.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite ice cream.
Oh yeah, he likes Chunky Monkey ice cream.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's. I didn't know it was a thing until Chris told me about it.
Cherry Garcia is my favorite Ben and
I know
Jerry's.
you like Cherry Garcia.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had cherry. I'm not really a huge ice cream fan.
Neither am I. It must be a girl thing. Girls like ice cream because I don't like ice cream. And
whoa, man, sexist.
So I know, right? So wait, Aladdin, do you like ice cream?
Wait, what?
I
can't hear what's going on. People are talking over each other.
Sorry. Oh, he just yelled at us. I feel really like he just got in trouble.
Yes, we're okay. No, do you like ice cream, Al?
Yeah, I like ice cream.
Damn.
See,
I'm
so
done for.
It's 1 out of every 3
Maybe
boys like ice
it's
cream.
a Chris thing.
Based
Chris's
on
don't like ice cream.
Dude. based on science.
No, yeah.
1 out of 3 boys don't like ice cream, or 0 out of
2 Chris's.
2 Chris's don't like ice cream.
You really had to think about the number 2 there, didn't you?
The math was hard. Math is hard.
Math is hard.
I should know I failed it every year.
Every year.
Every single one.
I went to college for 2 days. Excuse me.
I know math, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, now I'm leaving.
Bye.
Well, because I got yelled at. I'm sad now.
Okay, bye. She's gone.
Back to Pokemon.
Back to Pokemon. Okay, so this one I kind of threw in last minute, but do you guys? I don't know if we can say we're gonna see new evolutions, but if we did, what type should we get?
Dragon. Clearly.
Yes. Okay, good. We all were thinking dragon.
I like how Al said paper. And then Chris is just like, yeah, dragon!
I honestly thought Al said dragon too, and I was like, okay. Oh, God. No, dragon should, I mean, of all the types we don't have, dragon should be the one we do have. I mean, the steel type would be cool, but I don't think it's super necessary.
The steel type is gonna look like Kirishima.
Ooh.
What did you just say? It's gonna look like Hiroshima?
Yeah.
Ow! The Canadians are not gonna like that.
Wait, what is Kiroshima?
Hiroshima!
No, Kiroshima. Kirishima, not Hiroshima.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, Al, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, no, not Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Are you okay?
No, and that's what I thought you said. That's why I was like, what?
Leave it to a Star and Ari video to devolve into yelling about Hiroshima.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
I think the new Pokemon game looks really good.
Oh, God. Oh. Jeez. Should we talk about leaks?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't like leaks. They make me sad.
Neither do I. I mean, most of them
If you
seem
leak
fairly
anything,
fake.
you're a pussy.
You tell him, Chris.
If you leak anything, you're a pussy.
Oh, God.
And that's just the beans.
I've seen a lot of people do their own, like, interpretation of what the final evolution for the starters could be. But, I mean...
Fighting.
That's still one of my favorite pictures that I've ever seen.
They're all fighting types. Oh, God. They're dual fighting. Heck yeah. They're ripped. I think that's actually everything on this list that I wanted to talk about. We did it, guys. We plowed through a list that I thought was going to be like a 20-minute video, but ended up lasting us more than an hour.
Well, I mean, if we...
It's been more than an hour. It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
if we were more, like, concise and, like, actually paid attention...
Hey, no, we've done a good job of putting all our words out there. I think we did a good job. Are there? And then I have a section here called Final Thoughts. Is there anything else that you could think of that you'd like to see in the game? Whether it's some kind of mechanic change or I don't know, things you want to see brought back, even from Let's Go. There's a couple things that are nice in Let's Go, like
the only thing I want to be brought back from Let's Go. Is Pokemon following you.
That I would love to see. I'd also like having the PC in your bag. I think that's kind of helpful. I
don't want that because I feel like the only reason that's useful is because of how you play the game in Let's Go.
I guess that's true.
Also, Let's Go is the worst Pokemon game that's ever been released, including the Go. I have more fun with Go, honestly. Fuck Pokemon Let's Go.
Now I'm going to have to face the decision of, do I censor all the times that Chris curses, or do I not hate myself and just leave it be?
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, listen. Listen, like, I thought about, like, before we were going to record, I was like, do I ask Chris to try to refrain? And then I thought to myself, that's not going to work.
If you told me to refrain, I would.
Nah, listen, I'd rather you be, like your natural self instead of, like, trying to put on, like, a face, you know?
That's fair.
Because that makes it more fun, at least to me. I think this is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting me.
I love you, Chris.
Oh, I wish I loved me. Hey, it's like it's not even recording. That's just literally what we say to each other every day.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, pretty much. But if you guys want to see more of us talk about things, or more talking about Pokemon, I mean, you have to let me know, because you can't let them know, but you gotta let me know. So
follow me on Twitter at Komodo Dickbag.
Is that your actual Twitter handle?
No. I don't want people following me on.
Okay.
Follow Al on Twitter at Al.
No.
Not Al.
Follow Chris.
Before we go,
Yeah, follow
on his.
they should bring the looker back.
Ooh, bring back my boy Looker.
I feel like they definitely have to. He's in every game since.
Wait, was he in Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah,
I can't tell you how because it spoils stuff. But
oh, okay. I mean, I'd like to see Colress again. I like him. He's cool.
He's all right, I guess.
Yeah, I'd like to see him like have an impact on the story in some way.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to see Pokemon Fusion come back. It only happened once. Maybe that would be a cool mechanic. That would be really cool. I mean, like, some Pokemon confused with other certain Pokemon. Like, you could have, like, I don't know, Charizard and Blastoise smushed together.
Oh, God.
I mean...
Charizdoist.
I don't know what you...
Venudoist.
Venudoist.
It's like a weird like...
That's an actual thing. You remember that from the anime, right?
Yeah, of course.
Venudoist. The fucking Ghastly. I'm sorry, the effing Ghastly.
No, you're fine. Please curse.
Fucking cocks. Cock and fucks.
Oh, God.
Venusaur.
Penises.
I'd love to see if they would do something like that. I don't know, but I mean, Black Kyurem and White Kyurem are the only like fusion Pokemon we've ever had. So I'd love to see.
Well, technically, they're not even really. Well, no, they are fusion Pokemon, but they're like, it's just Kyurem.
Right. I'd love to see.
I think it's funny how all three of them they form one giant legendary.
Yeah.
But only Kyurem's the one who looks all fucked up. No wonder Kyurem's so mad all the time.
Yeah.
His two brothers are just like, hey man, we look great. Kyurem's like, my fucking wings are all lopsided.
I mean, Kyurem looks like a plane with legs. I mean,
yeah, but like a broken plane.
Yeah, like
with
a plane with no wings and legs.
He looks like some bully, like, took his neck and just, like, bent it really far down and he can't bring it back up. Like, he's stuck in that spot. Like, he's stuck with his face near the ground.
He just has really bad back problems.
Yeah, and, like, his hands are too small to support his neck and body.
God. Poor Kyurem. No wonder he always looks so mad. He just is like, it's not that his design isn't cool, but he just looks like he has a bad time existing. Is there anything else? I heard somebody say that that they could do like armored versions of Pokemon as like a new Mega Evolution type of thing, where you get like armored Charizard. I think that's... I don't know. It was an idea somebody had, because it's Sword and Shield.
It's a bad idea. Got him.
Got him, Chris. You got him. Is there anything else I can think of?
Nope.
This is a weird one, but champion. The Gen 6 champion kind of disappointed me. And Gen
Can we get a cool champion?
right? I want like Alder. I want like Cynthia again. Like, give me a cool champion.
Oh, Cynthia was the best. Cynthia was one of the best. Yeah.
Give me some Steven Stone, like a cool champion.
Sack, bro. I want some nice intimidating theme. I want
Facts, bro. Oh yeah, finally can you bring back good intimidating teams?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I want to be like fighting Getsis, where like he has extra moves and way too much like uses of moves, where I just keep dying over and over again. I'd love to see it like a difficulty setting. I know that's kind of.
Yes, I want difficulty options already. Oh my god.
Hey, let me have multiple saves so I can pick multiple starters.
Oh, you can have multiple saves because it's a Switch game. So if you make another like account on your Switch, it doesn't even have to be linked to like a Nintendo Network account. But if you make
that's so tedious.
No. All you do is make the account. It's super simple. Yeah, and then all you do is when you click on the game, you pick an account, and then you can have multiple save files.
Yeah, the Switch system is quite convenient with that.
Yeah, so that at least alleviates the only one save file problem at least. The one thing that I mean difficult. The only time we've had a difficulty setting in Pokemon was Black 2 and White 2. And it was the hardest to access thing in existence.
Really?
So the way that it worked was, let's say I have White 2 and you have Black 2. So if we both beat the game, because we have different versions, we can send each other the easy mode for the game. But if we both had White 2, then we can send each other, after we beat the game, the hard version. But only if you have the same version of the game. And of course, two separate DSs. And the harder versions are legitimately harder. I'm playing through the or I have been for the past like 2 years, but I've been playing through the hard version of White 2, and it is legitimately difficult.
Oh, is Nintendo okay?
But that's the only time they've ever done that, and because it was so hard to access, nobody even like knew it was there, and then they never put it in the games again.
Bro, you click start, right? Press any button to continue. And then when you press file, new game, easy, medium, hard. Easy as freaking that.
Oh,
I don't under freaking stand.
Here's my request. Make it fucking easy to start a new game.
Yeah, that too.
Why the fuck do I need to put in these fucking... These hidden fucking...
Yes, are you sure that you're sure?
Hieroglyphic codes.
Yes. Oh my!
And it's different different for every game. It's like, oh, I have to look on Google, and Google's like,
every game.
oh yeah, you gotta like tap the right control pad button 3 times, and then you have to spin around in a circle, and then if you hold your DS in an exact 43-degree angle and hold it up to the sun, it'll delete your save file. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh my god, dude.
But then if you give your DS to your little cousin for 3 seconds, your file gets deleted immediately. Oh god. Makes me so angry. Just let me have either A, multiple save files, or B, make it easy to delete them, or whatever. I don't care. Just make it easy.
Both.
Or both.
You don't have to choose between them.
The game looks pretty, so I'm happy on that. Like way. Like the appearance of the games is beautiful. I'm happy with that. I'm good. Yeah,
dude. It reminds me of Maple Story.
Oh yes, especially with the autumn leaves looking stuff. It looks like Maple Story. I love it. I'm very excited.
The way they remixed the Pokemon theme.
Oh, that song is great.
The trailer.
Yeah, that trailer remix.
It had a Maple Story vibe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Such a Maple Story vibe.
And anything Maple Story vibes gives me all the nostalgia chills I could ever need.
Yeah, I love it.
Wonderful.
And did you see someone pointed this out. Did you see how you can like tiptoe as the character?
Yes.
You can change like your pacing of like the character's movements and everything.
That's pretty cool.
They're like making this game pretty damn detailed.
No, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
the fighting looks lit.
Oh yeah,
fighting looks fun.
It's just gonna be such like a step up from Let's Go. It's just gonna look so good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the comparison shots of like the in-game battling compared to Let's Go's?
Yeah, where it actually looks fun.
Well, the way that the lighting engine they're using makes it kind of look like the anime and not like some weird like plasticky looking thing. It looks so good. It was like
I have noticed.
They did like
I can picture them both in my head right now.
Yeah, they did like a side by side. It's just I'll send it in chat later once we're done with the video if I can find it. But
okay.
I'll put it on screen actually for the video so that people can see what I'm talking about. But there's like such a drastic difference, like just between the two, where Let's Go looks like it's made of plastic, and like the game, like Sword and Shield looks like it's straight out of the anime. It looks so good. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for these games. I guess maybe as more news comes out, maybe we'll try to do another one of these. But I mean, if we're gonna do any other videos like this, we'll probably do something else. Some other kind of topic, I guess. I don't know.
Woo!
But it could be fun. If people like this, listen, my Let's Go video is the fastest growing, like, in view count video. Not Let's Go, jeez. My reaction video for Sword and Shield. It got, like, 50 views in, like, a couple days. Which is crazy for my channel, at least. Yeah. So if this does well, too, then you know, I guess I'm going to be a PokeTuber. Which, I mean, sure, why not? I just don't want to start my videos like, hey guys, we're going to do another shiny chain video. As long as I'm not doing that.
You're cutting off a lot now.
Oh, well, it's raining, so that could be it. But I'm probably going to end the video itself because I don't know how much storage I have, and we've already been recording for like an hour and 20 minutes, so
yeah, that's fine.
No, yeah, I'm not going to...
A couple of this stuff needs to probably get cut out.
No, yeah, it'll take me a while to edit through this. I'll probably have to edit it over the next few days.
Yeah, like the part where Kim comes in and we start trash talking drafts. Maybe that part can get removed.
No, I really liked that part. We'll keep it in.
Okay, well.
Maybe I'll just upload the video like this. Just straight uploaded. No effects or nothing. But thank you, viewer people and Star Inari fans. If you want to, I mean, you know, those people that exist allegedly. I don't believe it still.
People that exist allegedly.
I don't believe it, but you know, whatever.
Screens out there.
Sorry that I never stream and that I never make videos and that I never do anything and I don't keep you updated on Discord like I tell you I'm going to. And yeah.
Oh yeah, also join his Discord.
Oh yeah, join my Discord. I'll put a link. Actually, I'll put a link in the comments because I learned the other day that if you put links in your description, YouTube doesn't recommend your video as much. Because it's like, oh, you have a link to an external site, and we don't want people to stop using YouTube. So it'll be in the comments. Also, I'm probably outing that now, and now everybody's gonna be like, oh, Chris knows his secret. I don't remember where I heard it, but whatever. Would you guys like to give any final words to the alleged fans that watch me that exist allegedly? I don't think they do, but you know.
I hate Pokemon Let's Go.
And are you excited for Sword and Shield, Chris?
I haven't been this excited for a new Pokemon game in a very long time.
That's good to hear. That's exactly how I feel.
I wasn't excited for Sun and Moon, for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, I wasn't excited for Sun and Moon either.
Neither was I, yeah.
Yeah, like, I didn't care. Like, I saw them and I was like, okay, cool.
I wasn't even like that. I was like, wow, I'm fucking mad. Because after X and Y, I was just kind of like, eh.
And then
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they were alright.
They were alright.
Like, eh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care. Like,
I think I just got tired of the DS.
Yeah.
I get tired of the DS, but
I just wanted them to move on. I don't know. Something needed to change, and I feel like this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're finally at that point where I'm like, yes, I love Pokemon again. Not that I ever stopped, but just like I felt like I wasn't enjoying it, and I didn't know why.
Right.
Like I'm finally back there again.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Do you have any parting words for the viewers, Al?
No.
Okay.
first successful Poke podcast, the Pokecast.
Yeah.
Starring
wait. Should
Chris Gunn, star Inari. I don't know. Chris Dicks for Hands Henry Murphy and Al Lurd Al.
Yay. We'll come up with a good name for this podcast before I upload it, and then it'll be the title.
Maybe. That's debatable.
Maybe. I mean, it might take me a while. The video might just not go up because I'm so, like, focused on trying to come up with a name that doesn't suck. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can, like, do one of these every few, like, new announcements we get about Pokemon,
Yeah,
or every new, like, direct.
Yeah, because Pokemon, they usually start posting stuff on Instagram or whatever, like they post a video of like some new Pokemon, but I hope they don't do that too much, because I felt like I knew all the Pokemon in Sun and Moon before the game came out. But I don't know if, like, for this game I feel like I want it. Like in Sun and Moon I didn't care, and then I knew what all the Pokemon were already, and I was like, whatever. But in this game I'm like, I want to know, like I can't wait. I don't know how I feel. But yeah, we'll try to do these often. I don't know how often, because I mean, a month could go by and we might not have any news, and then I mean, we could talk speculation, but that's a lot of what we did here, so that's kind of hard to do another video of. But I mean, who knows?
Unless we just talk about a specific type of game, like.
I guess we could do that. I mean, we could do we could do another podcast of just something else, and then when there's more Pokemon news, we'll do an episode for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see how my fans like this, and if it's something they enjoy, and if it's not, I'll keep doing it anyway. Because I'm enjoying it. And
that's the spirit, a man of the people.
And I'm enjoying doing this, so I haven't really enjoyed a lot of things recently, so I'm gonna take the enjoyment and I'm gonna run with it. But yeah, thank you for watching, viewers. And if you're not watching, well then you don't get that thank you because you're not watching.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right. Called them out.
You showed them.
Yeah, ha, got him. Okay. Thank you for watching. This has been Starnar. You can call me Chris, and I will see all of you. I got to come up with a name for my fan base.
My Inaris.
My Inari children. Thank you for watching.
What is a Star Inari again?
A star. What is the Star Inari?
Because what's Inari?
Inari is a fox goddess in Japanese folklore.
Thought it was a food. Wait a minute. Inari.
You might be thinking of something else.
No, Inari sushi is a type of rice ball that is very popular in Japanese culture. It is rice sushi stuffed in seasoned abaragu tofu pouches that closely resemble most of the sushi delicacies served in Japanese restaurants.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't know that.
I guess you're Star Sushi.
Maybe I'll name you all my sushi children. There you go.
My soy boys.
Soy boys. Oh gosh.
My soy boys and females who don't watch my channel.
Yeah, I mean, actually, we do have females that watch my channel. Well, Chris.
About that one, Chief.
Well, Chris and Al, thank you for joining me for an episode of the Star Inari podcast. See, look at that. That's what we named it. It's the most generic name possible.
Wow. Just, name it after yourself. That's fun.
How about,
it's not like there's two other people here.
How about we name it, Star Inari and Friends?
Oh, okay. So it's like, that's fine.
The Pokey Podcast.
No, because we're not just going to talk about Pokemon.
I guess now he's choosing what we're talking about. Okay, Chris. What else? What don't you have control over?
The amount of views I get, because I get none. Oh!
Got yourself.
Got yourself.
Got myself.
Goddard.
Gosh.
Jeez.
You
Okay.
got bitch. Yes.
Join us next time for
Max.
when
I
we.
need you to Cut that out. Cut that out.
Join us next time for
Join us next time where hopefully we'll just randomly turn into a sexual predator.
Join us next time for when we talk about the history of the Twinkie for 6 hours. Bye, guys.